probably 10 to 15 websites for people and sold them.
Great.
And so that question now is, and I'm obviously 360, started with the free part, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so chat is like, you're doing too much and you're charging too little. I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I had some people that wanted me to do these sites, and I kind of found myself freezing because I was like, well, what do people get paid for this? It's so easy for me to do it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you need to charge 1,500. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
People get paid that much to do this? And it had me at a chokehold. And I presented it to them, the pricing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just shut up. And then they were like, they didn't say nothing. We were just sitting there. And then all of a sudden, she's like, we're going to figure out a way to get the money. And I was like, what? And so it kind of like had me stuck. And so I haven't actually closed one yet, but I have two people trying to figure out or putting it together. And I don't know how I guess the more I present these larger numbers, the better, the more comfortable I'll be with it. Cause I've just been saying 500, 500. That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, do 500.
Yeah.
And then when people see what I do beyond the website, the consulting as far as the Google and everything else, then they're just like, this is a lot.
So what's your question?
My question is, how do I get from being stuck, scared, like, but that mental thing,
Two
like
two two
I'm
ways. One
trying.
way is to
Okay.
look into the chat and see what Neza.
Neza.
You know what I'm gonna do now, Neza?
What? You did it. You said it right.
I know because you just said it, but you know how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna say I never got Neza's name right. Never got Neza's name
Well,
right.
I'm just glad my name's in your mouth, however
It's
it comes
that
out.
Neza. Okay,
Yeah.
Neza said I charged $3,500 to do a website and they gave me $1,000 tip. So the first answer to your question is to just see that other people do it. The second answer to your question is evidence, personal evidence. So the 500, you said you sold 10 to 15 $500 websites. Do you
Yeah.
understand that out of 33,000 followers, members of your first 5K, I would say maybe 1% have actually done that, have actually sold one. So if you think I'm just kind of, it's easy for me, is someone else's 1,500 mountain.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? To
Yes.
them, they'd be like, how did you get in that mind frame where you could sell? So what would you say to someone if I said, how did you even have the bravery to sell it for 500 to say that out loud? What would you say is the answer?
It was a point where I had no other option. So I made myself just say it's either feast or famine and you're gonna go make something happen. So just ask for it. And I did. And
And
I
when
was
you
getting
when you said 500, what happened? Did you turn into a puff of smoke and then did you
not at
melt into
all
the
because I just felt like, okay, that makes sense. Because that's all I knew. Because from the training and everything I saw, people
hmm
were doing for 300. And I'm like, I'm
hmm
not gonna do it for 300,
hmm
but I think, somewhere in
Yeah.
here.
So you did it
So
for 500 and then you
yeah.
you got yeses.
Yes,
What-
I got a lot of no's, but yeses too. It
Yeah.
started to be a game. Like I literally was off work for a mental health reason, but I still had to pay bills.
hmm
And it was okay, you either feast or famine. And I'm gonna talk to 25 business owners today. And if I get two, that's $1,000 for the day.
I know.
So
That's
that's
it.
how I was like, I'm just gonna
So
talk to 25 people.
so do they literally the same thing for 1,500?
I got you. I guess it's hearing myself say it out loud, right? And then hearing you come back to me because just like you said, what would I say to someone else? Okay. Thank you.
30,000 people looking at you like, how do you do that? Well, I had no other choice. I decided I'm gonna do it whatever the response was, and I did it. And then I did it again, then I did it again. 1,500. You said it out loud. Two people are thinking about it. As long as you feel confident that you're giving them $1,500 or more worth of value, then that number comes out.